Hello, I'm Malcolm Cox, and it is time for two things. Firstly, a cup of tea, and secondly, for a look at this fascinating book, What's the Truth About Heaven and Hell, written by my good friend Douglas Jacoby. Now, I've been recording several thoughts on these. You can look back through the other recordings, and I'm just giving an update today because I did one on the traditional view of hell, what happens when people have chosen not to be with God, and the idea that traditionally that people have held that the nature of that punishment is eternal. It goes on forever. And then we've looked at the universalist view, the idea that in the end all will be saved, that there's some kind of, well, I guess some kind of second chance in the next life. The Bible doesn't really support that very clearly, but anyway, it's a view some people hold. Then thirdly, there's what some people call the conditionalist view, the idea that punishment is commensurate with the proportion of sins committed. It's for a duration that is limited. Ultimately, there will be a destruction of the soul, of the person, of the entity, but the punishment will be temporary, of a fixed duration. Take, for example, a passage like 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 9, talking about those who will be lost from God. They will be punished with everlasting destruction. Everlasting destruction, does that mean that they will be destroyed as in an ongoing way forever? Their destruction will never end? Or does it mean the destruction doesn't end, but that it will end for them? In other words, they'll be punished for a period of time. Well, I wonder what you think about that idea. It seems to me that the traditional view has some biblical support, but it does seem to fly in the face of a God of justice. Our understanding of justice, and I know it's a human understanding, but it does seem to indicate that the punishment fits the crime. That seems to be right. So does eternal punishment, being punished eternally, really fit with what we know of the love and the justice and the mercy of God? Then the universalist view, it just doesn't seem to be much biblical backing for the idea that in the end all will be saved, though it is surely the case that God wants all men and women to be saved. And so I would tend to lean towards a version of the conditionalist view, that there will be punishment for those who choose to not be with God. There is punishment for sin, but does that go on forever? It doesn't seem right to me. I'd like to know what you think. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless.